And now we have Colossus. This guy's been one of my favorite characters since ever. Loved him back in the late 80s and stuff, all during the, was it X-Men Inferno and the Mutant Agenda, I think was like not long after or before that. You know, around that late 80s, early 90s time frame. Followed this guy, you know, all along. Never did see him in his original costume, which is what he's wearing now. He always had like something else on, like he had like a bare-chested kind of look going on. Which is still pretty cool, but, you know, here he is in his original costume. I got sucked down the Marvel Select rabbit hole. I can't crawl out. I've been selling my old Legends and filling in where I sold those with the new ones. And sometimes it's like 1 for 1. I think I sold my Colossus for either 25 or 30 bucks. So I probably made a little bit of money and then got this guy in return. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. It says there's ages 8 and up, which is cool. He has some cool accessories in there, which I did not know. I just saw them. I guess they're parts of his little Danger Room wall. Shows some other figures in the series on the back there, which those two I probably won't get. Never was a fan of Gambit, and not a fan of that Cyclops. I might get the 90s Cyclops, even though it doesn't match this Colossus, but, you know, never really cared for the earlier Cyclops costumes. But anyway, if they come out with another one of this guy, then I guess I gotta get another one. Shows one of the comic book appearances with this costume. Little bio going on there. Oh, and I really dig his sister Magic also. Pretty cool. And yeah, right here. Pride and comradeship with Wolverine, whom Colossus would frequently hurl into the battle as part of their Fastball special maneuver. Which I totally slurred. Which is cool. But not really. But yeah, I kind of can't wait to see how he pairs up with my old school brown costume Marvel Legends Wolverine. Hopefully it looks really cool, and if not, then they got a Marvel Select one, and if that looks really cool, then I bought an extra Wolverine for no reason, because I got like 20 Wolverines, but only one in a good brown costume, so go figure. Alright, we're going to bust this guy out. Now that he's demolished all my Mega Bloks World of Warcraft figures, they got all pushed to the side to make room for him, so we'll bust him out, and I'll check him out real quick, and then take a look at this guy loose. Alright, here's Colossus out of the packaging. He does have a nice big fat accessory that was stored behind him. And I saw some other little bits in there that were part of it, but there was something else. But it's a nice little section of the Danger Room wall there. I'll prop it up this way. I think it's supposed to actually go, you know, it's supposed to sit next to him like it's going to come up and smash him. But prop it up like that for now. It looks nice little weird angled things going on. Nothing moves unless they just snap on. They pop right off. Nothing too special about it. It's a cool little, you know, sculpt and all that. So stick that in the background. Alrighty. So I've been waiting for this guy for a while. Okay, not really. 2-3 weeks, but anywho, yeah, he replaced my old school Marvel Legends in the same costume. I want to say I kept a version of him, and I wonder if it's in the same costume. As I scan the room, I want to say that it's down in my Marvel Legends box, so, oh well. Don't have any other Colossus to compare him to. But anyway, we'll go over his articulation. He's got a really cool sculpt. I mean, all the Marvel Select sculpts are awesome. He has a nice ball jointy head, nice ball hinge shoulders. They're super clicky. Swivel bicep, single point elbow. Has a wrist swivel and a wrist hinge, I guess you'd call it. So that's kind of neat. He has the upper torso ball going on, so it does all your twist and up and down, everything you need right there in one joint. Then, of course, the one disappointment in this figure is he has Marvel Universe style ball hips, which sucks. So he has like upper double weird upper thigh swivel. Has a double jointed knee. So really get to see his little kneecap scoops there really good. And then he has a upper calf, I guess, swivel. And then he has a pivot and tilt ankle joint. Now he does have some cool little peg holes in the bottom of his feet, and unfortunately they're not in the middle or back of his feet. And they fit the old school X-Men stand. So if you ever bought one of the old school X-Men 5-packs, I think there was like 2 of them. 1 or 2 of them. At least one of them, obviously. he fits great on the stand. So I've got 5 of those. I've only got 2 of them out right now, but they'll all get used up. Yeah, I can probably get like a fastball special pose out of him. You know, get him, you know, turned and all this, and have Wolverine somehow balanced on his hand or something. I'll figure it out. But my biggest concern was the scaling. Like, how does he fit with my old school Wolverine? Now, I don't have the newer Dark Wolverine, which is the only one they've offered so far, in a brown costume, and because it was, shoot, what's that guy's name with only 2 claws? The guy that took over as Dark Wolverine. Can't remember. But, yeah, it didn't quite fit the bill, and I didn't want to put him in the newer costume. I wanted him in the old school brown costume, so I'll just stick him with my old school Marvel Legends. And they fit together okay. I mean, for me, it's like comic book scaling. Just like my Juggernaut. I mean, he's huge. So, I mean, it looks a little weird. Wolverine is crouched down a little bit. So he may be a little small. So I might end up getting the... okay, I'll get the Marvel Selects Wolverine in the brown suit. I'm going to have to do a head swap. I don't remember what the head looked like, but I just love the head sculpt on this guy. Claws and all that, so... it'll work. He's a little bit taller than I was hoping. I was hoping he's like maybe almost a head shorter. I think would have been perfect for me. But it still works. Not too bad. He has some nice subtle shading in there they did with the yellow, and they did some black and all that, and some spots. So it comes out really, really well, especially in person. The silver is nice and metallic. It's not quite chrome. I know some of the artwork it made him look kind of chrome. I'd be curious to see what he looked like as chrome. But typically he's always done in a gray or a silver like this with a wash and everything. So sticking with the standard, he doesn't look bad at all. Awesome head sculpt there. Nice sculpted hair. They got the eyes painted in with a bluish white kind of tint. It looks pretty good. Let me see what it looks like next to Juggernaut. That's the only other Marvel Select X-Men type character I have. All 10 pounds of him. And Colossus is on a stand, so yeah, he's definitely shorter than Juggernaut there. Let me see, pop him off the stand real quick. Oh yeah, he's about quarter inch. Well, it's kind of hard to say. He's probably really close to being the same height as Juggernaut there. But of course Juggernaut is like twice the man that Peter is. So cool. Really awesome. It's like the worst mismatched MMA match there's ever been right there. Alright, want a fair fight? I want you to shake hands and then go for it. Let's get ready to say my patented phrase. Okay, so that's cool. What do I think about Colossus? I wish he'd been shorter, but he wasn't intended to go with the Marvel Legends line. Definitely not the old school Marvel Legends line, but that's okay. They made their own Brown Wolverine, and so he'll probably be joining my ranks of Marvel Select as well. So, one at a time, my favorite Marvel Legends figures are just kind of dropping off to the wayside, which kind of sucks. I don't know, maybe I'll get enough X-Men together out of my old Marvel Legends bin, and maybe some of the new ones I'll do a X-Men display, and I'll have him crouch down a little bit and kind of cheat it. But a little bit tall for the for what I really wanted him for, but that's okay. Still an awesome figure in his own right. This is how he stacks up with the newer Marvel Legends. So, if Tony Stark there is like the average height guy, I mean, you know, movie scale, I guess it's not that bad. And I guess Wolverine's supposed to really be shorter, so you know what, that's not too bad, I guess. That's not too bad. Maybe I can deal with that. Put Wolvie back on his stand. He doesn't like standing in that pose. I did have his claws like perfectly straight. There we go. So, yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, can't really tell it because of the perspective, but Iron Man's about a head taller than Wolverine, and Colossus is about 2.5 heads taller than Iron Man. So, it's not bad. That's not bad. For comic book scaling, that's not bad. I think I can live with that. I may still get the Wolverine figure anyway, but we shall see. I got another figure down here somewhere. Who's this? Oh, Abomination. Gotta get the Abomination out here at some point. But to finish off Colossus, I'd probably go about a 9. Take a point off for the crappy Marvel Ball leg joints there. I hate those things, man. I know DC's got their stuff patented, but come on. There are other ways of doing stuff. At least make it to where they work. Instead of having to fight the dog on things all the time. And the Marvel Universe are worse because they're smaller. At least these you can kind of manipulate a little bit, and they put a little bit of a lube in there. There's releasing agent, which I don't think is releasing agent. That's would paint over that, but there's some kind of lube in there on some of these joints, and you're getting stuff on yourself, and it's all over the. I don't know what's going on with those Marvel balls, man. Like the metallic on the belt, though, it's pretty cool. It's picking it up. But yeah, I got a guy a 9. He's a 9. He's a good solid 9. Considering I pay the same as for him as what you pay for a regular Marvel Legends, and considering I sold a Colossus that I essentially had an extra of, and ended up being able to pay for him and have a couple bucks left over, solid 9. Would I recommend getting him? Absolutely. If you don't have one, get one. Just not this one, because this one's mine. Yeah, okay. Put these guys like that. That's not too bad. Straightened Wolverine up a little bit and kind of buckled Colossus' knees down on the second joint there in the double joint. And that actually, that's not too bad to me. Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, there you go. Another look at Colossus and Wolverine there together. So pretty cool. Also, just wanted to say something about his cool metallic belt. If I didn't say anything before, looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's really showing up on the video or not. It doesn't look like it really is, but the belt looks awesome. The wristbands are metallic as well. I'm not sure if that's really coming off either. But yeah, cool. Colossus.
Hear me now, believe me later. I will be pumped up out of this packaging and made into a fastball special with Wolverine. Believe it, girly man.
Okay, everybody, let's try it one more time. YMCA. White Hulk always A. Pretty cool. Kind of a crappy M and crappy A, but what are you gonna do? There we go. Too funny.